So I'm just about to do some basic scent work with Kaiser. He has been programmed with cloves as an initial sort of smell. So I get him to place his nose in a pot, and then he gets a reward for placing his nose in the pot or a small tub. At the bottom of the small tub there's some Velcro that's been impregnated with the clove smell. So here now I'm putting 5 pots out, just normal ceramic pots. One of the pots has Velcro that's been impregnated with the clove smell. You can see me bringing it out here in the plastic bag. Now I kind of change that regularly, so each session I'll put a new piece of Velcro and stick it to the top of the pot. So that pot there has the Velcro on it with the clove smell. I'm just getting Kaiser out of his crate, popping his line on, and then I'm going to get him to sit and then give him the command to find it, which is what we're about to do now. So just teaching him just to wait a little bit in his crate, and then I'll bring him out. I'll get him into the heel, bring him out into the back garden, get him to sit, and then give him the basic command, just find it.
No. Sit. Yes. Yes.
So just a bit of time because I'm getting him to sit and to wait, and I bring him out, get him to sit. And then give him the command to find it.
Find it.
So he's just going through the pots, and then he indicates on that pot. So then I give him the treats right under his nose on that pot, which has the cloves in, and then just putting him back in his crate again, just so I can rearrange the pots. Trying to be careful not to put any food on that pot, so he picks up the smell of food. What I should have done really is kind of wash my hands, but in the next couple I kind of wash my hands a bit. Just careful not to put any sort of food smell on that pot. So again, I'm just changing the pots around. Changing where the pot with the clove smell is. Again, he's in his crate, so I'm just going to open the crate slightly, pop on his lead, get him to wait, bring him out of his crate, get him to sit, bring him to heel, bring him out into the garden. I think you can see in the background there he came out of the crate without me giving him the command, so I'm just shutting the crate door until I tell him it's okay to come out. I've been working on this, and I tend to do, sometimes 2 or 3 minutes, just getting him to wait with the crate door open. Obviously for the video I haven't got time to do that, so just briefly making him wait, and then in the kitchen there I'm just getting him to sit and to heel into the garden. I'll get him to sit again, sort of adjust the line so I can handle him a bit better. Giving him enough line, give him the command, getting him to sniff around.
Yes, good boy.
There, he's actually putting his paw on it to indicate it. I don't really want him to do that, but he's not trained in giving an indication yet, so he's just developed this popping his paw onto the pot which contains the Velcro with the clove smell on it. So I'm in the kitchen now. I've just sussed out that I need to wash my hands, so I'm just washing my hands, and then I'm going to come out again and just rearrange the pots. So trying to make it a little bit more challenging each time, so it's not just in a straight line. So he has to work from pot to pot to try and identify which pot has the cloves in the top of it. And again, back into the kitchen to his crate. I'm just going to open the crate door, just pop on his lead, get him to wait briefly. Then I'm going to call him out. I don't want him to, as you can see in the back there, I'm just sort of shutting the crate door a little bit if he decides that he's coming out without me telling him. And then I'm going to let him come out. Put him into a heel in the kitchen, bring him out, get him to sit, and repeat the process. So I tend to do about 4 or 5 goes with him, really. I don't want him to get bored with the pots. So again, just readjusting myself, getting him to search the pots. And you can see him using his nose there to try and identify which one has the cloves, and he'll go back, and there again he pops his paw on that one, just to indicate. He's got a habit at the moment of just biting his lead, so I have to get him out of that. So again, I'm just going to take the lead off, pop him in his crate, just so it gives me a chance to readjust the pots. You can see I go in, just wash my hands. So I'm going to wash my hands thoroughly, just because I've had food in my hands. When he indicates, then I'm sort of giving him food right over the top of the pot that's got the cloves in it. So now I'm going to make it a bit more challenging for him. So I've got 2 pots together. I think the first one that you can see on the raised bed is the one with the cloves in it. I'm putting them pretty close together now. And again, just repeating the process. So I'm going to get this line, I'm going to open up the crate, pop on the line on his lead, and then get him to wait. As you can see, he comes out, so I'm just going to shut the door and then open it, get him to wait until I call him out. I give him the sort of break command, which means he can come out. So just letting him wait a few seconds. As I say, sometimes I'll do this for a couple of minutes just to teach him a bit of restraint. So I brought him out into the kitchen, get him in a heel, bring him out from the kitchen into the garden, and then repeat the process. So I just adjust myself so I've got enough line and that it's not going to get tangled up. Give him the command, find it. And there again, he indicates he's actually just sort of putting his paw on it at the moment, which I need to obviously teach him just to stare and indicate at the pot without popping his paw on it. You know, if that was explosives or something, you wouldn't want the dog putting the paw on it. You just want them indicating. So again, I'm just going to wash my hands, and then I think with this one, I clear the pots away, and then I've got a small test tube, so that's got a small hole in it, and inside the test tube I think there's 2 or 3 cloves. So I'm just going to put the pot that's got the cloves in back in a plastic bag to try and contain the smell a little bit in the man cave. So that goes back in the man cave, and then the other 4 pots go in separately. And then, like I say, I've got a little test tube. I've got some tubes coming, some little pots and stuff coming. So I've got a test tube, again in a bag just to contain the smell. And I'm just going to put that somewhere on the chair. So in that test tube, again, I think there's 3 or 4, maybe 2 actually, 2 or 3 cloves in that test tube. So I'm just placing it, finding a place to put it on the chair. So I'm just leaning it up against the chair, and then I'm going to get him to come out. Same process. Just get the line, open the crate, pop the line on him, get him to wait, bring him out into the kitchen, get him to heel, bring him out into the garden, getting him to heel, and then going to send him with the find it command, and get him to try and identify where the clove smell is, which is in the test tube. You can see just at the front as you're looking at it, the chair's got the yellow top on it. So I need to get some other bits and pieces, some magnetic sort of pots and some other things that I can place around. So again, just readjusting myself so I've got enough line to be able to feed it, so he's not tripping up over it. And now I'm getting him to try and find the smell. So he's having a little sniff around. Again, I'm trying to give him the indication that it is the chair I want him to look at. Again, he's a 5-month-old puppy. Just learning the basics. Yes. There, he's obviously indicated, tried to bite it, but indicated. So I've tried to give him the treats over the top of that. And that's it. That's it, just for a little basic session of scent work. Thank you for watching.